guess what? I'm gonna hear all the left noises in my right ear.
Sweet.
So, I'm excited.
You're excited for
My statistics.
your stats.
My numbers. I like numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems about right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the intro anymore,
Okay.
so I don't think I'm going to do it.
Okay. Are we just gonna get into it?
I mean, yeah, we'll just get into it. Welcome back to Tales from the Ship. I'm Captain Dan.
I'm first mate Steph.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Welcome back, crew, to another episode where it's just me and first mate Steph.
Yeah.
We're talking about cruise stuff, particularly...
So, okay, yeah. This week is a lot about, so on Netflix right now, there is Poop Cruise.
Yes, Netflix is really shitting on the cruise industry.
They're really shitting on the cruise industry.
Netflix on the news.
And, the documentary on Amy Bradley, which I know you have not watched, but I did watch.
Who the fuck is Amy Bradley?
Amy Bradley is a young woman who went missing off a cruise ship in, I want to say it was the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
She was on there with her family. She went out at night with the bassist, and he claims nothing happened.
Bassist?
The bassist on in a band on board. Like he worked for the cruise line.
Okay.
But since then, there has been, it was in Bermuda or Aruba. I don't know. Jamaica?
One of them places.
One of them. It was in the Caribbean, but she's been like spotted. And she's talked to people and been like as if she was trafficked. But it's been like 20 years. And she's been seen since then various times. And somebody has claimed to be her, which like it's not her name became, I'm going to use quote unquote popular with the documentary. It's not like it's something that's been heavily talked about until Netflix came out with the documentary on the disappearance of her.
But currently she's also in the ethos.
She is in the ethos. So, but people are, from the early 2000s till recently that they have run into a woman in the bathroom and she's had two kind of weird guys with her. And she went pee and she talked about how she, my name is Amy Bradley. And so, some people could be searching for that fame. Just like, I'm going to make up a story about this missing girl and so I can be on the Netflix documentary. But all of this to say that on the internet, a lot of people are saying that cruising is not safe. They would never cruise. Just between Poop Cruise and that, and then there was a story, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where another ship had engine problems and they lost power for 3 hours. But immediately the response was, oh my god, is this another Poop Cruise? Immediately. Because that's what's all the buzz right now is Poop Cruise, which
I mean, not to play devil's advocate, but there was that one cruise where the captain was thinking he was hot shit and he ran aground and the boat tipped over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then he
tipped over as in
prison.
laid on its side at an angle, and
it's still there.
It's still there.
I think it's
like a tourist attraction now.
I think it's the Concordia. That captain is in prison because he abandoned ship.
Yeah.
And he is in prison or jail I think he's probably still there. But yeah, that's still there. We're literally just fucking up the waters.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's my favorite part about cruising. This is what I think every time I go on a cruise. I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. I feel so at risk right now. Why would I go skydiving when I could go on a cruise and get the same thrills, right?
Shut the fuck. Just shut up. No, that's the thing is that
no, you can't drink while skydiving.
Probably not. No, probably very difficult. What if you had a Camelback? Anyways,
Camelback full of Moscow mules. Where would my parachute go?
You don't.
I
need
replaced my chute with a bladder full of liquor.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Fuck skydiving.
I mean, yeah. I have many reasons to say that. But so I just kind of want to take this episode, since a lot of the internet is like, it's unsafe, it's dangerous, it's gross, it's whatever. All right, like, so a couple of things, like, people are gross, so inherently there are germs, right? Like, that's a thing. But with that being said, they go through a metric ass ton of inspections every year for health reasons. And like, I was reading today on cruisemapper.com, and I went from August 1st, 2024 until today, which is August 12th, 2025.
Okay, so like 1 year.
1 year.
Mm-hmm.
There was 163 different incidences, but that is foodborne illnesses, just issues with a boat or a ship,
So
crimes.
just blanket term incident.
Blanket term incidents, 163.
163 incidents.
Correct.
Total.
In
the whole cruise industry.
That like were reported. Obviously, if things are unreported by passengers, then like that can't do anything about that. Right?
So that number could potentially be higher.
It could be,
but we want to put like a maybe 10.
You put a 10% on that.
15% variance.
Yeah, you put 10% variance on that. Even if you say 200, right? That's more than 10%.
Mm-hmm.
You say that in 2024 alone, it was approximately, obviously,
global.
Okay. Global. This is not just U.S. This is the entire cruise industry. In 2024, there was approximately 34.6 million passengers.
How many voyages?
I didn't do that math. A lot. I mean, approximately 5,000 to 7,000 people per ship.
34 million passengers on cruises.
Yeah, it's a lot. So, I did look up some crime stats.
You got a calculator?
I do.
What's the incident rate of all types?
34 million divided by 200?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big number. That, I think.
That's billion.
Oh.
6 zeros, dude. Come on, first mate. Get it together.
Shh. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 200. 170,000.
So one incident per 170,000 passengers.
Correct.
And
that's including just like the one that had engine issues. That's not crimes.
Right, it's all types of incidents.
All types of incidences. And you can go to cruisemapper.com and you can see these incidents. You can read about them. It'll tell you what ship they're on, when it happened. Like, it's crew incidents. So, like, you know, reported on there was the Royal Caribbean stabbing that just happened, but that was between 2 crew members. Right? So, like, it's so, in my opinion, like, the risk is so low that, like, it's just insane to me. So I also looked up some stuff for like Q1 of 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so in Q1, so 48 crimes were reported aboard cruise ships. This was the highest first quarter total since federal tracking began in 2019. So there were 33 cases of sexual assault, 7 cases of serious physical assault, 7 cases of theft over $10,000. And it is an upward trend since COVID. But it was in 2019 there was 25 incidences, in 2020 there was 18, and then obviously 2021 there was 1 because pandemic shut down. And then 2022 there was 17. So it's higher now than it was, and I don't know if it's because people are reporting more or what.
I mean, there's more people sailing.
But there is more people sailing. So
more voyages of more huge ships of more people concentrated all at once.
Correct. So in 2019, there was 29.7 million passengers, approximately. So that was pre-COVID. And then 2023, we saw 31.7 million, and 2024 was 34.6 million.
That's like a 15% increase.
Yeah. And
rough math. Don't at me.
But on top of that, so I also got a breakdown of like these incidences that happen for Q1 of 2025. And so what we saw was Carnival Cruise Line had 12 incidences. Royal had 9, Princess had 6, Disney had 6, and Norwegian had 5. Shout out to, well, I guess that was more than, it was, I looked at more than just Q1.
Do these numbers include incidents that happen on shore?
I don't, probably not.
Okay.
I don't think so. But again, you know, it's not, I mean, you could look up like crime rate in like Cocoa Beach, since it's a tourist town, and it's gonna be.
Dude, the crime in Cocoa Beach is weird.
It is weird crime.
It's weird crime.
But like, cause you got that mix of locals and tourists and everything, and you're gonna have tourists who get robbed. But
yeah, or locals who set people's houses on fire.
So, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So I think that you know, I think it's really important for people to understand that, like, you know, everybody says like, oh, you know, airline flying is the safest form of travel, right? And like, this goes with anything. It's the safest form of travel till it's not, right? And that's just because shit happens. We went on a plane that took a nosedive.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that now we're gonna start seeing it more, because when you buy a white car, you start seeing white cars more. And I think that this is gonna be kind of the same thing, is that people are gonna be looking for it. If you think about airplanes falling out of the sky, you're going to notice them more, right? I think that's just how that goes. And
I notice everything all the time.
Okay, you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Captain, got to keep my wits about me.
that's fair. You got to pay attention. So yeah, I
Disclaimer, not an actual captain.
mean, you kind of captain a vessel at work, but not really. Anyways, so and then on top of that, I like just some more stats that I found. So cruising represents only about 2.7 of the international travel market, but it is growing consistently year over year. So on average, this is about missing people who go missing. And about 19 to 23 people go missing from cruise ships each year, including both passengers and crew members. And while that may sound alarming, it is important to put this into context. So these are like the key stats for like cruise ship disappearances, because the Amy Bradley thing has people go, people go missing on cruise ships all the time. They don't.
No, people forget to get back on board on time.
That's the thing. So estimated total people who have gone missing since 2000 is around 450 people. And the annual average of people who go missing is between 19 and 23. And again, this is passengers and crew. So like that 34.6 million is just passengers. But that boat is staffed. All of them are, right? And like there's...
Yeah, some ships have almost a 1-to-1 ratio of passengers to crew.
Right. So, you know, you're looking at that, and so the passenger volume is, you know, like I've mentioned, it's over 30 million cruisers per year. But the most common causes for like cruise ship disappearances, and it's not just like, oh, they got off the boat and they don't come back. It includes intentional jumps, right? Like intentional jumps, suicides. So like that person who stabbed the other crew member, they're going to count within this 19 to 23 people, because that was what they were doing, right? But that falling overboard, I've seen, you know, plenty of videos of people who, there was one lady who was getting chased by security and she jumped overboard.
Does it count olds who die on board?
No, because they're not disappearing. That is just a death on the cruise ship. That would be reported as an incident in one of those probably actually, I don't think it'd be in the 163 incidences, because it's expected. It's when there's like questionable. So like right now, Carnival has a death investigation going on because.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
They
because
found a dead guy in the cabana.
they found a dead guy in a cabana, but it was after he won a bunch of money in the casino, and he was seen with a woman, and
A woman who wasn't his wife.
And
But like, was the bunch of money he won missing?
I don't remember. I'd have to.
Or has that detail not been made public yet?
I don't think it's been made public yet. This was like a lot of it was people who were on the cruise because Carnival hasn't really said a whole lot. They've just said they don't suspect foul play, but the FBI is investigating because it's questionable. So it also includes falling overboard, leaving the ship at port and not returning, so people just fuck it off, really. And then in rare cases there's foul play, but it's few and far between, super rare. So I mean, I think that it's really important for people to know that like it is safe. It's a very safe form of travel. You're more likely to get injured on your way to the port than on the cruise ship. There was like I read some stuff about like
Don't tell me that.
that like the number one injury on a cruise is like falls, which makes sense because I've watched you eat shit. I've watched my dad eat shit. I've watched you bust your leg open.
Leg, face.
Never saw you bust your face open.
What about the time I tripped out of the bathroom and gave myself a black eye
that's
on
fair.
the, on
you
the
did, yeah.
TV?
Idiot. But like it's not not like it's every cruise. Like, yeah, every cruise there's probably a person who dies, but they're old. There's a morgue on every ship for a reason. There are people who get taken off because they fall ill. The big 163 incidents, it does include like I almost said when parvo hits ships, but it's not parvo. It's norovirus. And that is because people
Wash your hands, kids.
Because people are gross and they don't wash their hands.
Whoa, talk about technical difficulties.
Right? So I just really like I think it's important for people to know that. And like it is a safe form of travel. Like there are cameras everywhere. There are cameras that you can see on the balcony, so just like keep that in mind. But like
yeah, and they will not give you the footage for your OnlyFans.
But like it's crazy to me because the internet is both awesome and awful, as we know. And so having seen these things come out, and I immediately watched Poop Cruise and I immediately watched Amy Bradley. And I don't know. I thought it was crazy. So I think that if people were to actually look at the numbers and ignore the sensational headlines and like the safety stuff, and like there are always gonna be issues, right? So like right now, Royal Caribbean's facing the fact that they had the crew member stabbing. They had the Icon of the Seas this past week where the water slide broke.
Yeah, the clear plastic tube.
Yeah, right? It broke. And people were like, oh, somebody fell out. Nobody fell out. A guy cut himself pretty badly.
He didn't cut himself.
Well, no.
The slide broke
the
and
slide
cut him.
But like, he's fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
she's fine. He's fine. I don't remember.
They're okay.
Correct. But obviously immediately like the video that's going around is the water gushing from the slide and this person walking and he's like, did somebody fall out? And this woman's like, yeah, they did. Like, okay. No, they didn't.
No.
But it was immediately sensationalized.
That also is not like a cruise ship thing. That could not be added to fodder of cruises are unsafe in any way because it's a water slide. You could use that to say water slides are a bad idea. And even further still, not really. Water slides are a great idea. What's not a great idea is clear plastic water slides. I've had beef with this forever. Can I tangent for a minute?
You can tangent.
Plastics have different densities and different structural integrities. Clear plastic has to be very hard and dense in order to maintain that clarity.
Yeah.
And things that are hard and dense have less structural resilience. They don't bend or flex as much before they break. Clear plastic water slides, big fat thumbs down. Not a fan.
Yeah, I don't fucks with water slides at all. I did when like we went to Wet and Wild. I used to have season passes to that because it was cheap. But like, and I would probably do ones on cruise ships, but I don't like the ones that go over the water.
I mean, that is inherently, kind of like, oh, but that's part of the thrill. I don't have any problem. If I can't see through the water slide, I'm all about it. That plastic is also really resilient.
I believe that it was a drop slide from what I read, if I remember correctly. I read a lot about it, but
yeah. Also,
it was a drop
how
slide
big was this person?
I don't know, but it was a drop slide, and where they hit is where you like drop into.
Yeah, right at the most stressed part of the slide.
Correct. Yeah. So
bad spot for clear plastic tubes. Poor engineering.
Yeah, I mean, Royal's kind of going through it with that.
Also, what kind of watch was this person wearing?
I don't know.
Right?
I didn't check.
I gotta ask a million questions regarding this particular incident.
I mean, yeah.
That caused the slide to fail.
Yeah, if it was a dude, did he have anything in his back pockets?
Yeah.
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 But no, I mean, but like that can happen at any theme park. People still get on fair rides that are taken. I guess fair rides are probably safer because they're taken apart and put back together. I've heard that before. But
so that was always my theory. But at the same time, the guy putting it up and taking it down, hasn't slept in 3 weeks, and he's living on a diet of chili dogs and meth.
Well, that's fair. So I mean, I obviously don't plan on stopping cruising based on Poop Cruise and Amy Bradley and the water slide incident.
Fuck no. I really hope I never have to go through like a Poop Cruise type scenario. However, I'm the captain, so
I think watching Poop Cruise, right? I don't think you watched it with me. You watched part of it.
Yeah, I watched part of it.
I think that if we were to be stuck on that, right? So like 9 times out of 10 we have a balcony.
Yeah.
I am 100% going to probably stick in our room. I'm not going to go out onto the main decks.
Not if there's poop flowing.
No.
But a lot of shit happened before the shit happened,
yeah.
Right? And all that pre-poop stuff that happened, see, that's where I would shine. Seriously. I'd find a way to, like, I'm going to start, doing deal with this guy and talking to this person and that person. I'm going to get extra food. I'll be bartering shit with people.
I think
I'll take advantage.
I mean, what's interesting is that they revamped that ship and just changed the name, and it's sailing out of Miami.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would they call it the Kakapoo Pee Pee Cruise ship?
No, it is not that. I want
the shit of the seas.
No, it's Carnival.
No, it was Carnival. Carnival Outhouse.
No, I think it was the Triumph, and maybe now it's the Elation. I don't remember. I was like, I think this got renamed. I looked it up while I was watching it. And recently, looked at cruises, and it seemed to be cheaper than the rest of them. And I don't know if that's just because Poop Cruise came out and people Googled it.
I just feel like Carnival has had historically bad rash of things that happen. Yeah. And they get a lot of press for it, which doesn't help the industry as a whole, because nobody cares what cruise line it is if they're not into cruising.
Right.
But you've got a new brawl on the weekly almost.
Yeah, there was 2 this past week.
You got Poop Cruise, Carnival, they got a lot of bad press.
Yep.
Which is a shame.
There's a mosquito just flying around me.
You gotta stay focused. I'm not editing that out.
That's fine. There's just a mosquito. And it's driving me insane because it keeps flying in my face. No, they get a lot of bad press, but, I think that it's really easy, like anything, to give a bad review over a good review. And the people who really love Carnival really love Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like Loyal to Royal, they don't have like Arnival for Carnival, right? Because there's no word that runs.
No, they're carnies.
Oh. Do they set up fair rides?
I don't know if that... No, they subsist on corn dogs and meth.
No, Carnival people don't do that.
No, carnies do.
Oh, yes, but like the people who
I don't think Carnival fans are actually known as carnies.
I don't think they are.
Didn't Carnival also had they had that one ship that caught on fire like multiple times?
Yeah. The tail caught on fire.
The exhaust ports on the whale tail caught on fire multiple times.
Yep.
Didn't that ship? They were just like, you know what? We're just gonna take the tail off this ship.
I don't remember. That happened a lot. I mean, hell, we were on a Norwegian cruise and we had ash falling on us. So.
Yeah. They really
from the smokestack.
Yep.
They had to close the back.
Stacks.
So.
What line was it that like backed into another ship at port?
All of them.
I guess that's.
I think it was MSC.
Was it?
I think it was MSC. Like recently, I know which one you're talking about. I
mean, it was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I know it happens all the time. No, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I think like looking at the list, right? So like, of like cruise line breakdown for Q1 of 25. Carnival, Royal, Princess, Disney, Norwegian. Those are all bigger ships. I think probably the smallest one of that is Disney, maybe Princess. But Carnival's got the Icon of the Seas, the Star of the Seas.
That's Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, that's the one. Sorry, I was looking at Carnival and reading Royal. And putting that many people onto a boat, like you're bound to have shit happen. Bound. There's no way.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
And I think that
things.
But like, we're big fans of Virgin. Big fans, right?
Yeah. And
they're smaller boats.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see these kind of things on like the river cruises. It's not as prominent. It's when you get that mass gathering of people.
Mm-hmm.
When shit happens.
Yeah, when you put too many humans in a space, things happen because humans are
inherently trash.
Inherently problematic.
Right. So I think that, I know that when you're getting these larger ships, you're gonna see inherently more problems. Also, they're kind of like ramping them out, so people kind of think that's maybe why the water slide broke, because they're getting these ships out because Royal's paying the money, but they want to recoup that money. And so it'll be interesting to see if the Star has any issues like this, because it's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to have more volume of passengers. I don't regularly see a lot of issues on Virgin. There was one that I remember, Jay from Ship Life. I watched his video on it where a passenger was walking out of the casino towards like the Red Room, and there's the bathrooms right there. The ones you threw up in. Those ones. And there was a lady, an employee who was cleaning, and the passenger grabbed the cleaning supplies, whatever it was very caustic, and splashed it in her face. And she got arrested.
Good.
Yeah, she was, I think she was from Florida, or maybe it was just because it left from Miami. Well. I don't remember, but I was able to read the court case, right? Because Florida, you can read all court documents, almost all court documents.
So did they just like take her when she got back to port? So she got processed in Miami?
Yeah, and then she tried to claim she didn't speak English, and they were like, here's a Spanish interpreter then. And her friend was like, yeah, she did it. But I sat in the parking lot at work and watched Jay's video on it because that was one of the first incidences I had heard on Virgin. So I mean, I think when you have the smaller groups, and obviously anytime you involve alcohol,
things can happen.
Things can happen when
some people just can't handle their buzz.
I mean, yeah. Your first Carnival cruise, we just missed out on the brawl that happened.
I know. I'm so upset that we didn't get to see it.
As far as I can tell, based on what I was listening to the men who were involved in it, when they were sitting in that smoking area the next morning.
It kind of sounded like they weren't involved in it.
Well, no.
They just got caught in the crossfire.
The guy, I think, just hit a chair over one of their backs.
Yo, it's like that episode of the Boondocks where Riley proved all you got to do to start a brawl is throw a chair and people will start fighting.
Yeah, but it was like one dude versus like the 4 or 5 friends.
Yeah, he just wanted to fight a bunch of people.
Yeah, and then he went to cruise jail. And he was escorted off before everybody else. He did get expedited disembarkation, though. And that disembarkation process was trash that day, so...
Probably because of that guy.
Probably. But, yeah, I mean...
So what we're getting at here, crew, is... cruising is one of the safest leisure travel activities you can do. By the numbers, one incident in 174,000 is really, really small number when you're encompassing all types of incidents.
Yeah.
It's a really small number if you're encompassing one very specific type of incident.
Yeah.
So there are things to be to some degree concerned about when you're cruising.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of those, the number one thing to be concerned about is foodborne illness. If you've never been on a cruise and you intend to go on one, you will be bombarded with people telling you to wash your hands. Most cruise lines have their own version of the wash your hands song. And all of the people in all the food areas will sing to you to wash your hands as you enter the food area.
Yeah, there are generally sinks and
sanitizer.
And there's hand sanitizer everywhere.
Every time you go through a doorway, there's hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I mean, so like,
wash your hands.
It's wash your hands. So like the foodborne illnesses, and then like use your in-cabin safe. You set the code. Use it. You don't need cash on board.
You don't need anything on board except for your key card or
wristband,
wearable key card.
Yeah, you just and be aware of your always stay aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, I mean that's general life advice.
Right. I mean that's if you go to a hotel. I mean you should still be aware of your surroundings. But
we can repeat this again. Humans, while generally speaking, most people are good or want to be good, but humanity's kind of fucked sometimes.
Yeah, and so you just it's really that you just be aware of your surroundings. Use your in-cabin safe. Lock your doors. I've seen the lady on TikTok who she's like, the first thing I do when I get on board, and it's
first thing she does, she's got a whole series of videos. Anytime she's anywhere, including home, she locks the doors and jams a broom in the back door and piles chairs up in front of the garage, and she sleeps in the attic with a gun and
right.
Yeah, it's not fucking psychotic.
It is, and that's too much, right? Because okay,
you need therapy.
Yeah, because if you yes, lock your doors. 100%. I'm never against people who buy the little jam that if it moves it'll make noise, right? Mm-hmm. I don't sure, yeah, absolutely, if you feel it's necessary. But if you sit there and you move the chair in front of the door and you do all the things she does, right? If there is an emergency,
you're fucked.
You're fucked. It is, you have now put yourself in an unsafe situation by trying to make yourself safe. Also, if you're trying to get out of your room at just I want to go to dinner now, I've got to give it 30 minutes because I got to move all this stuff and unduct tape the door and blah, 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 whatever. So, like, don't do that. There are things you can buy. You can buy like there's like small locks you can put on, whatever. Those are all make perfect sense if you are concerned. Royal Caribbean just started a new thing for kids where on an app for $15, which
they should do it for free.
It should do it for free, but you can track your kids and where they are on the ship. Based on probably their wearable, because kids have to have one.
Yeah,
so,
it's probably like an AirTag.
Something like that. And like that's great. I love that.
It's pretty cool. Should be free.
It should be. You if you're traveling with kids, they are in a room with somebody else, only that person can take them off the boat. So like we had that issue. We had our teenager with us, but she was with my grandma. In the room with my grandma, and we had to go fill out paperwork, and we didn't realize that when you tried to take her off the boat, fill out paperwork to be like, no, we are her adults.
This is my kid, and she's sharing a room with my grandma, but she's my kid.
Right, and that was an easy one.
I'm the one with all her documentation.
Yeah, so that was an easy one, but like they can't just get off the boat.
I didn't mind the extra security.
No, I'll take it. And then we also, with my grandpa, because he's got some dementia.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We also request that there's only that he can't get off by himself.
Yeah.
So
you should be able to do that, at any point. Like, hey, this person,
right?
They can't get off the ship without somebody else. One of these people.
Right.
Here's a list of people they can get off the ship with.
Yeah, and then if you're on a ship that's not royal, because I don't know of any other cruise lines that do this, but again, we don't cruise with kids regularly, so you can buy Air tags or Google tags or Samsung tags or whatever. Throw them in your kid's shoe underneath the sole, like the whatchamacallit, and
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of ways you can affix a tracking device to your child.
Yeah, or you can do it to your dementia grandpa, too.
Or to your dementia grandpa. Like, if you're not doing that already without being on a cruise, you're missing out.
Yeah, I mean, and most people have Wi-Fi on cruises now, so, like, you can always track them. I don't know if you need Wi-Fi to track on AirTags and stuff, because I don't use them.
So the way AirTags work is it's an RFID device, and it bounces a signal off of any available digitally connected device nearby.
Okay.
So like it doesn't have to be for an AirTag. It doesn't have to be an iPhone. I regularly get warnings on my phone. Hey, there is an unknown AirTag following you.
Oh.
Because like we use them for tracking some of the vehicles at work. It's a common thing, but like my phone will let me know. Hey, there's an AirTag that you don't know near you for too long.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's a kind of like a no-brainer.
Yeah. So.
But like, getting a little bit more into like nitty-gritty stuff is actually, I won't say dangerous, but like the kind of stuff you should actually be concerned about and take extra care about at all times when you're on a cruise. Most of it centers around leaving the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you go into other countries generally.
Yeah. But the same rules apply if you're traveling to a new city. Like anytime you go anywhere, you should be aware of your surroundings.
Correct.
But anytime you go somewhere you're unfamiliar with, you should kind of be a little extra aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
It's just common sense. But on the same token, a lot of the places cruise ships travel to, cruise ports and ports of call, there is a crime rate because it is a populated area. It's a tourist area, and some tourists are stupid and they get taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
However, on the flip side, a lot of these areas, they kind of try to keep their crime related to tourist populations under wraps and under control, because that's how a lot of these areas make a massive portion of their commerce.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't want people to stop coming to their town And this includes the criminals. They don't want people to stop coming to their town because then their town will stop being a place where there is money and commerce and people who will either provide them with targets or customers. A lot of people sell drugs.
I mean, yeah. I think, like, when you go to, like, Roatan, right, in Honduras, there is a gated-in area.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot there.
There's not a whole lot there. And, you like, if you want to do stuff in Roatan, you got to travel. You got to go.
Yeah.
But, like, you walk up to where that gate ends, and there are
armed guards.
Heavily armed guards.
Yep.
And,
Yep. Honestly, when we were in Roatan, it threw me off a lot because we had that one local guy in like a Buccaneers jersey, and he just attached himself to us and because like walking around with us, and it was weird at first, but he was like, there was a group of them, and they were doing the same thing with anyone else who would not just like chase them off, and what he was doing was essentially acting as a tour guide / like local guide.
Yeah.
He was a super nice guy.
Yeah.
And super chill. And it didn't click super hard until we had literally the same thing in Puerto Plata.
Yeah.
But
those are paid.
In Puerto Plata, they are paid a commission by the city. They're all in uniform, but they do the same thing. They don't charge you anything. There's no expected cost.
Yeah, but it's don't fuck with these people.
But it's like, hey, anyone you see who's not on a tour, who's not getting in a cab, who's just walking around town, be friendly, be personable, and, show them around the town.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's their whole thing. I had a great time with those people. The dude in Roatan, if there was some enterprising person in Roatan who took the initiative to get all of those guys uniforms and like to formalize what they're just hanging out and doing, they'd probably do really, really well.
They probably would, but there's not much there. Like they have the flea market, but like the flea market was pretty desolate. And that was it.
Like the flea market, but there's there's probably a beach within like a 1.5 mile hike that you could get to. A little walk through local jungle. And if it's a local thing, then if there is any criminal element, they're less likely to come at the people who are already contributing to the local economy.
I mean, probably, but my ass ain't walking through a Honduran jungle.
No,
that sounds like not a great time.
No, there's not a lot to see.
No. I just, and like when you get off a boat, right? If you got jewelry, don't wear it.
Wear your cheap watch when you go on shore.
Wear your cheap watch so that you can make sure you stay on ship's time.
Leave your diamonds in the safe.
I leave my rings in the safe. I don't.
Most modern city cruise ports have all of the same conveniences and payment methods as you would find in the States. So if you have Apple Pay, try to use that if you can. Bring a credit card. You don't have to bring cash. In fact, it's actually advisable to use a credit card when you're in these places, because if there's any weird charges, you can dispute them. You can't really get robbed for your credit card you can for cash, and everything is the menu pricing is more set when they actually have to run a credit card and provide a receipt.
Yeah. I like having some cash because I'll barter.
Well, yeah, you always want to have some cash, but don't bring $500, $600. Don't bring $1,000 in hard cash ashore. Most of these places I don't want to call third world because I've been there and they don't feel third world at all. Second world at worst.
But I wouldn't carry $500 to $600 in Cocoa Beach. I mean, that's a port town. That's a cruise port town.
Yes, to be fair, they do have 1 to 2 ships a week that make a port stop port of call stop there.
Yeah, like I wouldn't carry $500 to $600 anyway, like in cash, unless I'm running to the bank to put it in there.
Or going to the casino boat.
Yeah, that's fair. But I would be getting it in a drive-through ATM and then getting on the boat.
Yeah.
And not bringing a card with me on it. But yeah, I mean, it's really just about just paying attention to your surroundings. Keep your head on a swivel. Mm-hmm. Notice people, right? So like, if you're sitting there and you're just oblivious, like we know people who are oblivious, and like that first time we traveled with Brandy, and she would follow a stranger, love her to death, but like,
she's very trusting.
She's very trusting. She just wants the adventure, and that's great. But like, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
And so it just like, be cautious, be aware. If you're gonna do excursions,
if you're on shore, look poor.
If you're on shore, look poor.
I like that rhyme.
I like
that's
that.
a good one to remember.
Like
and it's not necessarily like look poor, but it's the concept of if you're with a group of people in the woods hanging out and you encounter a grizzly bear, you don't have to be faster than the grizzly bear. You just have to be faster than the slowest person.
That's me.
Yep. Sorry. It's the same thing, in a weird place. You don't have to, look like, you're begging for change. And I hate to say it this way, but not everyone is going to use common sense or take requisite amount of care. So just look like less of a target than the person who's obviously a target.
Yeah, I mean, when you get people who are just they're on, they're walking around with their phone in their hand, videoing everything, and TikToking and all of that. Like,
get your face out of your phone.
That's a very easy one. It's easy to grab phones and run.
Yeah, and you will not outrun an islander. No matter how athletic you are, they know where they're going. You don't.
Yeah, keep your wallet in your front pocket. Don't put stuff in your back pocket. Like, there's all
cargo pants.
Like, there's so many things that, like, it doesn't just apply when you're in, like, on cruise. Like, it's if you're in unfamiliar places and you're unsure of the safety, like, that shit can happen anywhere. But like, tourist towns are generally targets. You go to New Orleans and you're walking around, you can be a target really easy, right? Because it's a tourist town. Mm-hmm. Atlanta, Denver.
Any population center with a lot of people who aren't from there.
Yeah,
is a place where you need to kind of have your wits about you. Body language, that's also a big thing.
Yep.
Like, even if you're not the most confident person in the world, head up, shoulders back, eyes up.
Yeah,
you're less of a target if you look confident. If you look like you're ready, like, if there is a criminal element nearby, and no matter where you are in the world, there's always some criminal element nearby.
Always. Like right now, it's me. Give me all your money.
You already took it. Till death do us part, baby. These are just kind of like common sense travel tips, not really cruise specific.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to have cruise specific travel tips.
Right. Like, it's just in general.
I don't know. Know how to swim. That's a good cruise tip, because you're gonna go to places where swimming is an activity.
I mean, yeah. Know your limitations.
And also, then you don't drown.
If you're gonna book an excursion, I always recommend that you just book it directly through the cruise line.
That's a good one.
Because if you're on an excursion, let's say you go hike some waterfalls somewhere,
they won't leave you behind. And
your tour bus is delayed, guess what? You're going to stay there. But if it's through the cruise line, you're not. They're going to wait, and like, you don't have to try and catch up and like hope that you have your passport on you, and like, it don't. So, all of this is to say that despite what Netflix is saying, despite what the internet says, cruising is safe. It's a safe, leisurely form of travel. Just like anything else, keep your wits about you.
It's the fucking best.
It is. So that's really it. I mean, that is what I was here to say. That was my message. It's been bothering me watching all these different documentaries and people, and then being on Reddit and Instagram and all of that, and seeing that people are like, oh, it's unsafe, and I'm like, no, it's not. Shut up.
Well, how about this? Crew, when it comes to, not allowing the world to put you off of cruising, not that it would. You guys are into cruises. But, same thing I would tell my wife. Spend less time on the internet. The real world is cool. And then you won't get suckered in by all this sensationalized bullshit.
Yeah, fair. I spend 9 hours a day in front of a computer. I would love to be part of the real world, but...
Yeah.
Train's gotta go, baby.
Train go woo.
Train go woo.
Well, I don't really have much else to add to this particular topic.
No. Me either. That's really about it. I'm
gonna keep cruising. Shit. We went on a cruise last year, as a hurricane formed.
Yep.
Right on the other side of the Gulf.
Oh, I gotta throw some insurance on our cruises coming up.
Yeah, you should, because it's hurricane season.
It is.
Although there was that Carnival cruise. They shot out right in front of a hurricane, all the way across the Gulf.
I'd be taking my Xanax.
In front of a Category 5 hurricane. The people on that ship were either having the best time or the worst time.
I would have been on Xanax.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I would have had it. I have it with me all the time.
I would have been at the bar having them slide drinks down the bar at me.
Yeah.
Because we'd have been rocking.
So, well, that's all I have. I just wanted to share some statistics because I'm a numbers person about cruises. And, hopefully this will reach some more people and people will feel a little bit safer and not be like, I'm never doing that.
Well, yeah, don't ever say that. That's dumb.
Yeah.
But, well, I guess we've come to the end of our voyage for this week. Crew, new and old. Remember to always use always use a travel agent when you travel.
Yeah.
If you're not already doing it, get one. Almost all things travel related have a commission built in for an agent, and if you don't use one, they just keep it.
Yep.
You can, for no charge, have somebody who handles the mess and the stress for you. Obviously, our recommendation would be that you use Starboard and Sunshine Vacations. Starboard and Sunshine Vacations. That's our very lovely sponsor for this show. It's First Mate Steph.
Yeah, it's me.
Handle the mess and the stress. Take care of it for you. If you have an issue, you call them. If an issue comes up, they'll call you, let you know, and give you your options. It really is a wonderful thing to have. And then as far as we go, upcoming things, we're going to be on the Disney Dream
September
12th through
the
15th out of Fort Lauderdale,
yep.
We're going to be on that cruise. If by chance any of you out there listening are going to be on that sailing.
There's a whole group of people that want to be on this show.
Oh, that's right. You spoke to a group of people already.
I did. It's like 10 of them.
Cool. Reach out to us. And then the last week of September
27th, the MSC World America.
MSC World America, September 27th, out of Miami. And
then I believe it's going to be December 4th on the MSC Seashore.
December 4th, MSC Seashore, out of Port Canaveral.
And then we're working on a January cruise.
Yeah, and sometime in
Probably
January, MSC. I hope it's Grandiosa.
That's
I would really love to get on a different MSC ship.
Me too, man. I did the Seashore so many times.
So those are our upcoming voyages. We're going to be recording on all of them. And if you're interested in any of them, reach out Starboard Sunshine Vacations. If you are already going or interested in them and you would like to be on the show. Bring us some of your tales.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Tales from the Ship Podcast.
Very nice.
Yep.
I think that's all we've got.
That's it.
So until next time, calm seas and clear skies.